Everyone, welcome in the My Dream platform. Welcome all of you. So, my dear friends, in the last class, we discussed that what is a reproduction basically. We know about the reproduction. So, first of all, I'm just taking the recap. So, if I'm talking about the reproduction process, then we know that every organism have the capability to reproduce a new one. This process is called as a reproduction. First of all, what about the second thing? The second thing is about, if I'm talking about the reproduction, then I'm just telling you that reproduction is basically further classified into the 3 points. The first one is which is called as a vegetative reproduction. The second one is which is called as a asexual reproduction, and the third type of reproduction which is called as a sexual type of reproduction. So there are 3 types of reproduction basically. We also discussed about the vegetative and asexual reproduction. By that kind of process, we able to develop the clone. And you know about the clone. Clone are the genetical identical species is known as clone. Got it? But we are not genetical identical. We are different because meiosis is taking place in human being. Meiosis is taking place in the sexual reproduction. And if I'm talking about me, if I'm talking about you, if I'm talking about the plant and animal for the sexual kind of reproduction, then we can say that sexual reproduction basically perform because of the meiosis process by which the gamete are formed. So that's why I'm just telling you that there are 3 kind of reproduction in which the 2 kind of reproduction have capability to develop the clone, whereas the third kind of reproduction isn't have capability to develop the clone. Got it? Clear? So finally, right now we are discussing that what is the sexual reproduction. My dear, we also know about the sexual reproduction. We also know about the sexual reproduction. We know that in the case of sexual reproduction, the organism are different. The fertilization is taking place. So I am also telling you about that there are the 2 kind of fertilization process. The first kind of fertilization process in which the fusion of gametes taking place inside the female body, that is called as the internal fertilization. In the second kind of fertilization process, the fusion is taking place outside the female body. So this is the external kind of reproduction. But right now, in today's class, we are discussing that different kind of phase in the case of sexual reproduction. So in the today's class, we are discussing that different kind of phase in the case of sexual reproduction. So the topic is that is different type of phase in sexual reproduction. So different type of phases in the case of sexual reproduction. There are so many type of sexual reproduction are. So I'm talking about the each and every phases. The first of all, if I'm talking about the first, that is called as a juvenile phase. My dear friend, the juvenile phase is a basic phase where the growth and the maturity is taking place. Okay, so finally I'm talking it that in this phase growth and maturity of an organism taking place. So this is the first one, which is called as the juvenile phase, where the each and every organism shows some growth in their body. So that is called as the juvenile phase. The second phase which we are talking about, that is called as a reproductive phase. My dear friends, if I am talking about the reproductive phase, then there are the different kind of organism which show the reproductive phase in the different phase. If I'm talking about the plant, then plant show the flower development in the case of reproductive phase. So the first point is plant shows flower development in reproductive phase. Some plants are showing the seasonal breeder, you know. So the second point is some plants flower seasonally and some through out of year. My dear friends, there are some kind of flower which are just seasonal flower, you know, the some kind of flower which are developed in the particular season, not each and every time. So these type of flower are called as a seasonal flower. Got it? So this is the second point. The next one, if I'm talking about, then animals are also have reproductive phase like if I'm talking about that, there might be the seasonal, there might be the non-seasonal, but here I am just adding the 2 point. The first point is that is called as a ostrich cycle, and the second point is that is called as a menstrual cycle. My dear friends, if I'm talking about the ostrich cycle, then some example of the ostrich cycle is so much important. The first example is that is dog, rat. But if I'm talking about the menstrual cycle, then the human being. I'm talking about the apes. These are short the menstrual cycle. Remember the first thing. That what is important here. My dear friends, I am talking about the basic and important thing. That thing is called as a different type of sexual reproduction or different type of phases in sexual reproduction. You know, first of all, you know about the phase. What do you mean by about the phase? My dear friends, the phase are special, a kind of condition in each and every organism. Then we are able to justify or classify this thing in a simple way. That is called as a phase. So there are the three kind of phase. The first kind of phase is called as a juvenile phase, the starting phase, where organisms show the maturity, where organisms show the growth of the cell. That kind of phase is called as a juvenile phase. The starting, the first stage is called as a juvenile phase. If I'm talking about the second kind of stage, that is called as a reproductive phase. Then what is a reproductive phase basically? If I'm talking about the reproductive phase, then plant shows different type of reproduction phases. Some kind of plant develop flower each and every season. But some kind of plant contain the flower in complete year. So there might be possible that phases are there, or we can say the seasonal breed are there. It might be possible that flower are present in each and every day. So that is a basically reproductive phase if I'm talking about the plant. But my dear friends, the basic and important thing for the NEET exam point of view and for the also the board exam point of view, that there are the two kind of organism. There are two kind of organism which are able to develop, which are able to produce a new generation, but the phases are different. The first one is that is a ostrich cycle. The second one is called as a menstrual cycle. So first of all, I am talking about the menstrual cycle. My dear friends, you also know about the menstrual phase in the human being, in the human female, that the menstrual phase or menstrual cycle is present in every month. So in that kind of phase, the egg cell get able to mature. So this kind of phase is called as a menstrual cycle. We will discuss this thing in the human reproduction. So the next chapter, that is a human reproduction, we also discuss this kind of phases. And the next one is that is a ostrich cycle. What about the ostrich cycle? If I'm talking about the dog, if I'm talking about the rat, then they shows the ostrich cycle. It means the organism are just seasonal breeder. Got it? So there are the two kind of thing. The first one is called as a juvenile phase. The second one is called as a reproductive phase. Now I'm talking about the third kind of phase. The third kind of phase which we are discussed in the case of sexual reproduction. Please write it down. So now we are discussing the final phase. What about the final phase? That final phase is called as a senescent phase. So we are discussed already the two kind of phase. The first kind of phase is called as a juvenile phase, where the growth is taking place, and we can also discuss that the maturity is taking place in that organism. In the second kind of thing, we are talking about that in the second kind of cases, I am talking that the reproductive phase, where the formation of gametes, where the fertilization is taking place, or we can say that this kind of stage is basically important stage. And what about the next? That is a senescent phase or the cell senescence. It means the cell lead to death. So that is a final phase. That is a final phase which is called as a senescent phase. So I am talking about the third kind of phase that is called as a senescent phase. Senescent phase. So that is the end of the reproductive phase. That is also known as a senescent phase. So first of all, this is the senescent phase. And what about the senescent phase? It is the end of the reproductive phase. End of the reproductive phase. So end of the reproductive phase, this is called as a senescent phase. First of all, the second thing, my dear friends, this type of phase lead to death. So this phase lead to death of organism. So this is the final phase which we are known as the senescent phase. Got it? Clear? Each and every concept. You have to clear the each and every concept, the crystal clear. So actually this is a basic chapter, you know. So after that, in the chapter number 2 and in the chapter number 3, we are generally and detailed discuss about the flower reproduction, that is a plant sexual reproduction, and the another one is human reproduction, that is the animal reproduction. So in the next two chapter, is basically belong to that kind of a special chapter. So that is actually the basic chapter, you know. So the next topic is, that is events of sexual reproduction. Events of sexual reproduction. My dear friend, first of all, I am talking that what is the events of sexual reproduction. Then the events are further classified into the 3 ways. The first one is, that is a pre-fertilization stage. That is pre-fertilization stage. The second one is, which is known as a fertilization. And the third one is the final one, which is known as a post-fertilization stage. So these are the 3 stages. The first stage is called as a pre-fertilization. The second stage is known as a fertilization stage. And the next stage is called as a post-fertilization stage. Got it? So my dear friends, if I'm talking about the pre-fertilization stage, then pre-fertilization is further classified into the 2 phases. The first phase is, remember, the first phase is called as that is a gametes formation, or we can say the gametogenesis. Classified into the 2-1, that is a gamete formation. And what is a gamete formation? This process is called as a gametogenesis. So the gamete formation process is called as a gametogenesis. And the second process, that is a gamete transfer. And the second process, that is known as a gamete transfer. Got it? These are the further classification of the pre-fertilization stage. Now I'm talking about the fertilization stage. The fertilization are also classified into the 2 type. The first one is that is the internal fertilization, and the second one is that is known as the external fertilization. My dear friends, what is the internal fertilization? When the fertilization take place inside the female body, that type of fertilization process is called as the internal fertilization. And what do you mean by about the external fertilization? When the fertilization take place outside the female body, this process is called as a external type of fertilization. So remember that thing. Every point is just crystal clear. Okay, write it down with me. So that's why I'm classified the events of the sexual reproduction. Then the first event is that is the pre-fertilization stage, in which the formation of gametes taking place. The gamete transfer is also taking place. In the case of fertilization stage, then these gametes which are transferred, they are fused together. So they are called as a fertilization. The fusion of gametes, the process is called as a fertilization. Two type of fertilization process are there. Internal, which is inside the female body. External, which is outside the female body. So these are the internal and external type of fertilization. And after fertilization, what about the post-fertilization stage? Then there might be some changes. There might be some changes, or we can say some different kind of cell division taking place. That is in the case of post-fertilization stage, the development stage we can say. So these are the three kind of fertilization stage. Please write it down. So my dear friends, now we are discussing the first stage, that is called as a gametogenesis. So we can say the pre-fertilization stage. So first of all, we are discussing about the pre-fertilization stage. The first thing, point number A, that is known as a pre-fertilization stage. In this pre-fertilization stage, we can say the pre-fertilization, it means before fertilization. Got it? Then the fertilization isn't taking place. So cell are formed, cell are able to mature, then the fertilization is taking place. So the first stage, that is a pre-fertilization stage. So first of all, what about the pre-fertilization stage? What about the pre-fertilization? My dear friends, in the case of pre-fertilization stage, the first phase which I am talking about, that is called as a gametogenesis. That is a gametogenesis. What do you mean by gametogenesis? The gametogenesis process is known as the formation of gametes. So what about the gametogenesis? This is known as a formation of gametes. Formation of gametes. What do you mean by formation of gametes? My dear friends, the formation of gametes is taking place because of the meiosis. So the next thing is, this is because of meiosis process. And you know about the meiosis? What about the meiosis? The meiosis is a kind of reproduction, the kind of cell division in which the number of chromosomes in a daughter cell is half from its parent cell. That process is called as a meiosis. So here I am just write it down, that what about the meiosis? So the division in which number of chromosome in a daughter cell is half from its parent cell. This process is called as a meiosis. So what it means? It means if the parent cell have 2n, it means the 46 number of chromosome. We already discussed it. Then the daughter cell have n, it means 23 number of chromosome. So this is basically the meiosis process. Remember one thing, after meiosis there are 4 kind of cell is there. 4 kind of cell, because this type of division is called as a meiosis first. What about the meiosis second? Then these cells are further divided into the 4 cell. This one and this one. So this is basically the important process which we are discussing. about the name, that is the meiosis. Remember one thing, if the gametes are able to produce, if the gametes are formed there, then it means the sexual reproduction are formed there, first of all. But in the some case, we are also noticed that gametes are formed in the case of asexual reproduction also. So here the right point is that if I'm talking about the gametogenesis process, then the formation of gametes is there. Formation of gametes, I'm talking about the sperm cell or egg cell. These are the gamete cell. So we are also discussed this cell by the antheridia and archegonia. So antheridia and ovum. So this is also known as a sexual cells. So the next process, my dear friends, there are two kind of structure are there. Might be possible that male and female gametes are structurally similar, but might be possible that male and female gametes are structurally different. So two type of gametes. First one is, that is a homogametes. It is also called as a isogametes. When both gametes shows the same morphological condition, both gametes shows same structure. This is called as a homogametes. And what about the next, the second point? It is the heterogametes. Heterogametes and structurally different. Structurally different. Okay, the basic example of the heterogametes is basically the human being. So in the case of human being, that the egg cell and the sperm cell are different. So we are showing that in the case of heterogametes, the basic example is the human being. And in the case of homogametes, the best example is the Chlamydomonas. Example is Chlamydomonas. So these are the two things. The first one is a homogametes, the other one is a heterogametes. And the next thing is, my dear friends, if I'm talking about the plant, then plant might be of the two type. So in the case of plant, they are either monoecious, either dioecious, and the same condition is about the animal also. So they are either monoecious. Monoecious is also known as a homothallic. And they also dioecious. This is also called as a heterothallic. So what is a monoecious plant? What is the monoecious basically? Monoecious is the bisexual. Bisexual organism. So we can say in the case of, so another kind of classification is there, no? So bisexual. What about the dioecious? Then the dioecious are the unisexual. So these are the classification on the basis of the gametes are present in the same organism, or the organism are either the containing the male and female gametes, either containing the both. So these are the two kind of thing. The first one is monoecious, the second one is dioecious. Remember, you know about the earth form, but the earth form is basically showing the dioecious condition. The male and female, both reproductive system are present there. So the earth form is monoecious or dioecious, remember? Exactly, earth form is monoecious. You know about the China rose? Exact, the China rose is basically the dioecious. So sorry, China rose is also called as the monoecious because China rose contain the both kind of thing, the male and female. So this one or this thing is called as a monoecious. What about the next one? That is a dioecious. Dioecious means the unisexual flower, unisexual thing, and unisexual organism. The same example is the human being. So I can put the example there, that is a human being. Human being. And what about the monoecious? That is either the China rose, either the we can say the Pheretima postuma or the earthworm. The scientific name of earthworm is the Pheretima postuma. Earthworm. Got it? Clear? So this is the first thing that is called as a gametogenesis. Now we are discussing the second phase about after the gametogenesis, that is a gamete transfer. So please write it down carefully.